we get to Jen's apology video, and Nick, it goes back to the Demi interview. He asked Demi again if, like, about how she reacted to it. So he asked, like, you know, do you wish you would have handled it differently? Like, he's trying to give her an out. This bitch doubles down. She's like, she doesn't regret it. She says they were all handling a lot of stuff and that mental health issues don't discredit you lying to people. I was just like,
I just could not with her. When she was, every interview that they showed of her, I was like, oh my God, would you shut up? You're being such a bitch.
Yes.
And like, Demi does this thing where she tries to get the fans to side with her, and she tries to be the fan favorite.
Yes.
Like, so much so by calling herself a fan favorite, which I never heard her being one of the fan favorites ever.
No. When she said that in that episode, I was like, what? Since when? When were you ever a fan favorite? I'm like, that's not true.
Yeah. I was like, I couldn't even tell the difference between you and another cast member, so whatever.
Seriously.
And so she says she thought Jen's absence was more of her running away from the problems instead of protecting her peace. And she says the video seemed calculated. And she says that sending it couldn't have been easy, but she says she did text her afterward, invited her to her Christmas party, and never got a response back. And I'm like, yes, because she was literally laying in bed trying not to think about all of the mental health shit going through her brain and the negative thoughts and going to counseling and like literally trying to survive and cook a baby. Like, come on. So we see Jen back to the Jen. She responds, I guess I'll see why it looked like, I can see why to her it looked like I was running away. But I want to point out that she's really good at deflecting. She's telling everyone I'm running away. Yet, where are you? You're not here. And and Jesse's like, mic drop. She says that this girl is so good at playing chess. She knew that Jen was going to bring up Italy. And Zach kind of like, I think this is when Zach breaks in and he's like, during contract negotiations for season 2, Demi called up Jen and he was like sitting and listening on speaker and said the most disgusting things about Jesse, who was her best friend. He said, like, Jen, come on, like, how can you listen to this stuff? Like, what is she going to say about you? And so Demi said, Jen, how can you accuse me of all this stuff with Italy? I'm the victim. Then they ended the call. So they get in a car to go, I don't know, wherever they were going. Brett and Demi call them up. And Brett says they need to have a discussion about this word victim because he didn't like that it was used. He knew that if Demi said victim, it wasn't going to play well with the audience. Let's see. So they have this conversation recorded.
That is the only time I've ever agreed with Zach when he's like, we need to record this. I'm like, okay, you're on to something there because.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I loved it. I was like, because this wouldn't have come off the same way, or she could have denied so much of how it was worded, but we have it word for word.